Us moms, we only have 3 hours in a day to achieve our goals. And I mean the type of goals that need your full attention and focus, like painting, drawing, sewing, anything on a computer. So when I say moms only have 3 hours in a day, I mean the 1 or 2 hour nap that our kids take, and then the 1 hour after they go to bed, or the 1 hour before they wake up in the morning. My 2-month-old daughter is asleep now, so I can continue this video sitting down. Let's jump into my 2025 goals. So here I'm sharing my Notion page. Notion is a free software application. It's like if Google Docs and Google Sheets were combined into one application. That's what I think Notion is like. It's free and I can share the template. I can share my page as a template for you to download if you'd like. So the first goal I have is be healthier, and under every generic goal I have these sub goals. So the first goal I have under be healthier is make nutritious smoothies. I think it's a great way to get as much nutrients as possible. I don't make a lot of smoothies just because I think it's a hassle to get the blender out. So I definitely want to make it a habit to make more smoothies, like a smoothie a day ideally. The next goal I have here is to continue to take Amir, who's my 3-year-old son, outside at least 1 time per day. I would say I made this a habit when he was 6 months old, just because I think it's really important to get outside, to breathe fresh air and see the sun at least 1 time per day. And I continue to do it now because if he doesn't go outside, he becomes really cranky and crazy if he doesn't go outside to play and stuff. So I still continue that habit until this day. The next goal I have here is to play badminton in the summer. And as I'm reading this, I'm rating the priority because I realize I haven't rated the priority for each of these goals. But play badminton in the summer. So this summer I was pregnant, but we still played badminton and I loved it. I used to play badminton when we were kids, so I definitely want to play badminton this summer. Not all goals have to be, boring. So the next goal I have is swimming 1 time per week. So I did this before I was pregnant with my daughter, so now I just want to pick it up again. The next goal I have is meal plan 3 meals in a week. So these days, postpartum, 2 months, I find it really hard to cook and then, wash the dishes after, and I get burnout from cooking a lot. So even before when my daughter was born, so I think meal planning 3 meals, that meaning like I don't cook 3 dinners in a week, I think that'll save me a lot of time and my sanity as well. So the next goal I have is to stop eating at 7, even snacking. It's just a bad habit, and this is a bad habit that I want to break. And the last habit here I have is don't eat any fast foods except Subway, because it's not realistic that I say any fast foods, because sometimes we're on the go and we need to grab a bite to eat. Then fast food restaurants are the way to go here in North America. There's not a lot of healthier options, so I think Subway is the healthiest out of all of them, so that's why I said except Subway. The next goal I have here is to take as many master classes. So masterclass is this platform where you can take courses, but these courses are at a higher level in terms of production, and the speakers are also real masters. That's why I guess it's called master classes. I just finished Margaret Atwood's masterclass. She's the author of The Handmaid's Tale, and I've also taken the Atomic Habits James Clear course that's based on his book Atomic Habits. And I'm currently taking a course by Chris Voss on negotiations. So yeah, I just want to continue to take these master classes throughout 2025 because I have the 1-year subscription. The next one is publish 3 videos per month. This is in terms of YouTube. So I've just updated one of my goals. It was read 5 homeschooling books, but it's actually parenting and homeschooling books. So these 5 books are attached to The New Science of Adult Attachment and How It Can Help You Find and Keep Love. The next one is being there, why prioritizing motherhood in the first 3 years matters. The next one is the 4-hour school day, how you and your kids can thrive in the homeschool life. Next one is the call of the wild and free, reclaiming wonder in your child's education. And the last one is the brave learner, finding everyday magic in homeschool learning and life. So these are the 5 that I really want to read this year. If you've read any of these, please tell me what you think of them. I don't like to read the Goodreads reviews because for some reason they always highlight the 1-star review. I don't know if it's just for me, but they always show me the 1-star review, and I don't want to, not read a book because the 1-star review is on top. And the next goal I have is work on Notion pages. So here in the description, I have meal plan page, child dashboard, which is just a page where I keep like all the homeschooling related things and any information about my son page. The book dashboard that I've had for years, but I kind of like want to tweak it. And then like travel to X country pages, like itinerary pages. Yeah, so these are all the Notion pages that I want to finish this year, but it's a low priority. Right, so I never mentioned how I'm like doing the priority and what type of goal is it, like is it a project or a habit? Yeah, so basically each each goal has a priority level, high, medium, low, and each goal is a habit, which is, something I want to do on, a regular basis, whatever that basis may be. And then some goals are a project. That means they have, an end date. They don't just continue like a habit. Next goal I have is complete work projects. These are kind of like extracurricular projects. I'm a software developer for IBM, and it's so important to, if you work in the tech industry, to keep up with your skills. These are just like projects I want to do to keep up my skills and potentially learn new things. I mean, yes, I do want to learn new things in these projects. So, but I'm not even sure about all of that, like work-related stuff, because right now I'm on maternity leave. I have like a start goal date of May 1st, so I'm not even thinking about these or if I am going to work on them until May 1st. The next one I have is don't miss prayers. So I'm Muslim and I just want to pray on time. The next goal I have is to be okay with mess. I'm the type of person that if my environment is messy, it affects me so bad. And I just keep looking at it and thinking about it, and it stresses me out basically. I've been slowly becoming okay with it because I have a 3-year-old, so I've had 3 years of, kind of dealing with it. But now with 2 kids, my 3-year-old son and then my 2-month-old daughter, is just like, now I have no time to even clean up the mess. So yeah, I think I should just be okay with it, and there's time in the future where my house will be clean. So I do want to make like a cleaning routine, like a strict cleaning routine. I already have one, but it's not working. And I don't stick to it, but before, when I didn't stick to it, it was easy to, pick it up like on the weekends or something. So that's that. The other goal I have, the last one, is to make notes from YouTube videos. These are related to like homeschool, like activities I see in other videos. I like to screenshot the videos and add it to like a database, kind of like a Google Sheet. And I make plans of how to, add it to my son's homeschool. My son right now is taking a break from homeschool since I just have a newborn baby. So a lot of goal planning videos ask you to rate these areas of your life: career, finances, health, personal growth, fun, physical environment, relationships, spiritual wellness. The problem is that these areas don't have, a particular hierarchy, as I like to think of it, in, the life of a mom, for example. So I created my own list of a mom's hierarchy of priorities. Basically, in order to get to the level of, say, where you work on your hobbies, your passions, you need to complete the lower levels. And these lower levels are foundational needs such as feeding, bathing, sleep, physical safety, and basic health care of your child. And then the same for yourself, obviously. And the second one is home and environment. So, home care like cleaning, decluttering, and maintaining a safe and healthy home environment. And then, the financial stability of your life. So, having the monthly income and managing the budget and saving, everything of these. And then the third one is, bonding and with your child, spending quality time with them, spending quality time with your husbands, keeping in touch with families and relatives, and of course your connection with God. And then after all those levels have been fulfilled, and all of these levels take time out of your daily life. And then after all those have been fulfilled, then you can work on your passions and your hobbies. So whenever I see these types of areas of life and you rate them and then you create goals in each, I don't think it's realistic for a mom, just because each of these areas must have a priority in your life, because you have a responsibility to your children. So up here, I did break down my goals into like smaller goals here, and I wrote down the priority levels of each. Here are just some notes from James Clear's Atomic Habit book, and which I'm using to kind of think about like how I want to achieve my habits. And one of the things that James Clear writes in his book is called habit stacking, which is when the habits that you already have in, that you already naturally do every single day. For example, like every morning I wake up and then I open the windows. That's a habit that you do every day, and since you do it every day, the connection in your brain for that particular habit is very strong, basically. So habit stacking is when you want to do a new habit, you stack it on top of the habit that you already have. Here's an article about habit stacking, and here Clear gives some examples. For example, after I pour my coffee each morning, I will meditate for 1 minute. After I take off my work shoes, I will immediately change into my workout clothes. So the way I'm thinking about my goals this year is in terms of habit stacking. I'll show you an example of habit stacking I have within my own goals. So I have Take As Many masterclass courses, for example. And the way I finished the courses in the past is by doing these things. So when I do the dishes, I will listen to a masterclass. When I fold the laundry, I will listen to a masterclass. When I'm driving somewhere by myself, I will listen to a masterclass. So the first part of the sentence is a habit that I already do, and then the new habit that you want to do is stacked on top of that current habit. It's just a way of thinking of the time of when you're trying to do this new habit. You want to make your habit attractive. So here I've written above the 4 laws of behavior change, which is what he talks about in his book. It's called, the first one is make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. And once you have these components in the habit that you want to do, then you'll start doing that habit more consistently. For make nutritious smoothies, I will put out the blender after breakfast so we can drink a smoothie before lunch. So I'm planning to make a smoothie in between breakfast and lunch as kind of like a snack. In each of the goals and the goals breakdown, I categorized if it was, what type of level was it, just to see where, most of my goals were. So it seems like most of my goals are in the level 4, but this one is a project, and this one is also a project. It's not a habit that I'll do, all year. And both of them are low. Well, this one is low priority and this one is medium, just because I'm doing this in the beginning of the year to help me plan the rest of the preschool year for my son. And this one is, I'm doing it all by listening when I'm doing the tasks that I do every day anyway. And wake up at 5, is it a level 4? It's not really something like I'm working on my passion, but it's the time I want to make for myself to work on, things I can't do when the kids are awake. This one is kind of hard because my daughter is awake at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And then, so I don't get that sleep to wake up at 5 a.m., even if I sleep early. And I just get a lot of disturbances in my sleep to keep checking on her, and I just don't have like the full 8-hour deep sleep, which I kind of need to feel like I've slept enough to wake up. So I feel like this is a very low priority, and I might even push it towards like when my daughter's older, when she starts sleeping more through the night. So yeah, these are my 2025 goals. I would love to hear your goals, like maybe your top 5 goals for this year. Those were my 2025 goals. I hope you enjoyed watching and found the video motivational, maybe to start thinking about your 2025 goals or adding to them. And maybe you found a new way of thinking about, goal setting as a mom. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye. Hi, so this is a couple days after, and I decided this year that I want to see my goals every day and keep track of them on paper, on like one piece of paper, and have it stuck on a wall, I think near my bed, just because if you don't see your goals every day, you can forget them. Here's the page so far. So for the 3 videos per month goal I had, I just have each month with 3 squares in each, and once I upload one, I'll just color it in, and then I have the list of the books I wanted to read, and I added one more, so now there's 6. And this section is for keeping track of the master classes I've taken. And then I've also added house projects that I like to get done, and also the Notion pages that I want to do. And obviously there's not all the goals on here. I'm trying to figure out how I'd like to write them down and track them and so on.